Governor, I want to think about those voters who heard those three pledges that Donald Trump made, which you summarized quite nicely, and said to themselves, I too am an if not anti-political person, and I see all politicians as corrupt. And the job now for someone like you is to begin to quantify how off the grid the corruption and the money flowing somewhere is relative to even a normal corrupt politician. Where is the money going if we were to follow it? How do you begin to tell the story in ways that can actually be felt by a normal person?
It's so staggering, and they're not interested in building or rebuilding trust with the American people. That's not their goal or their intent. And I feel it because, listen, that's the family you're talking about. That's my family. I don't come from a political background. I'm not a person who's gone from office to office. This is the first elected office I've ever held in my life. And I've never been someone who's been involved in the political world. I did because I wanted to end child poverty in the state of Maryland. That's why I ran just a few years ago. And I think about what people are seeing right now, where we are watching billionaires getting tax cuts and prediction markets, allowing people with access to make money on insider information. And the president of the United States, whose family has made billions of dollars since he's been back in public office. And people are frustrated and angry. I know in the state of Maryland, for example, I had predecessors who made millions of dollars while they were the governor because they were able to make decisions based on information on decisions that they were making. So not only did I put all of my assets in a blind trust so people could have full faith and confidence that what I'm doing, I had no idea what's ever benefiting me, but I actually signed legislation in Maryland that from here on out, anyone who will ever be the governor of the state of Maryland must put their assets in a blind trust so people can help to restore the faith in the decisions that are being made by the chief executive. So we are going to have to be able to talk about how are we going to rebuild and think about this thing differently. Because the grift that is happening right before our eyes, the usage of the pardon power, and how you're watching people who he is pardoning and then turning around and investing in his kids' companies, this is something that is going to not just continue to erode of public faith in public service, but also something that's going to have long-term consequences about how this country navigates itself.